You and your party have been traveling through the dense wooded lands of the Shadow Wilds for weeks. You see a small clearing up ahead and what looks like a rocky mound. You decide it looks like a great place to make camp for the night. As you near the rocky mound, you notice what looks like an ancient stone fountain covered in moss and overgrown vines, a relic of the forgotten time and civilization you now travel through. As you and your companions lay down your heavy packs, you notice a cold chill in the air, as a gentle flurry of snow begins to fall. It's late autumn, but it almost feels like the temperature has dropped by 10 or more degrees in the short time you started to make camp. Suddenly, the ranger lets out a hushed call to you and the others. He heard something moving through the forest, a snap of a tree branch, as you all peer into the heavy woods surrounding you, straining to see what is the source of the sound, as the light of the day is quickly fading. You hear a thud of something heavy moving in your direction as you reach for your sword, and then you see the glint of something metallic, a silver death mask, with dark voids where the eyes should be visible, rides atop the hulking 9 to 10 foot tall monstrosity of a man. The creature is covered in patchwork armor and shields from its fallen, once heroic victims. What little bear skin shows through the patchwork armor looks dark pinkish red, as if perpetually irritated and stitched together from different donors. Long spikes protrude from its back, with impaled skulls adorning them. Its right hand is covered in large brass spikes over its knuckles, and the left arm is partially missing. Where its left hand should be is instead replaced by a long steel sword that ends in a crescent cutting edge like a half moon. The expressionless face of the shining silver death mask looks over in the direction of you and your friends. With no sound of acknowledgement, but like a man strolling through a park, the large, cumbersome creature starts slowly walking towards you with heavy footfalls that echo in the cold evening air. You can see your own breath almost turn to ice as it gets closer. It seems to be the source of the sudden drop in temperature. You raise your sword for one final fight as you stand your ground against DoranDaer, the suffering Death Prince. Once long ago, DoranDaer was the beloved Prince of Symbar, heir to the throne and favored child of the Empire's Golden Age. Renowned for his beauty, wisdom, and prowess in battle, he was the pride of his people, but pride was his downfall. When the war against the Queen of Night and Magic reached its darkest hour, DoranDaer made a desperate choice, one that doomed him to an eternity of suffering. In a bid to defeat the Queen's forces, the prince sought the forbidden rituals of the Flesh Forgers, Symbar's most reviled cabal of necromantic artisans. He allowed himself to be remade, reforged into an indestructible warrior, a living executioner bound by steel and sorcery to become the perfect weapon. But the ritual was a lie. Instead of a glorious transformation, he was twisted into an abomination. His body was torn apart and reassembled, a patchwork of stolen flesh, his left arm replaced with a cruel, rusted blade. His once handsome face was hidden beneath a silver death mask, enchanted so that he could never remove it, never see what he had become. When Symbar fell, DoranDaer was cast into the Shadow Wilds, doomed to wander just outside the ruins of his former home. His mind is fractured, torn between the memories of the prince he was and the beast he has become. He punishes those who dare tread too close to the city, whether they are looters, explorers, or unfortunate souls lost in the dark. Some say he is still guarding Symbar out of some twisted sense of duty. Others believe he is merely a cursed husk, blindly carrying out an oath long forgotten. It is said that if one speaks his true name in his presence, he hesitates, as if struggling to remember himself. Some believe his silver mask hides his true face, untouched by time, and that breaking it would free him. The blade he wields is not a weapon, but a punishment, fused to his body as a reminder of his choices and the cruel fate of his fallen city. He does not speak, but his victims often hear whispers before he strikes, as though he is lamenting his fate. Alrighty. Alright, now that I successfully lore dumped on you so hard, it's a miracle if you're even this far in the video. Using DoranDaer in your game. This was an encounter I ran probably 2 sessions ago, and it was awesome. It really tied into the campaign and the world that I'm running. I recommend, maybe building up to this. You can use it as, like a drag and drop into your world, but I think DoranDaer really works best if you can kind of build up to his entrance. I made his stats pretty beefy. I wanted him to be a challenging fight because he does show up by himself with no little minions. I wanted him to be formidable. I gave him some ranged spells, but really he's just a tank. Like, he should get into the middle of the action as quick as possible and start hacking and slashing and beating people to death. He is angry, he is vengeful, and he does not like trespassers in his area. He wants to pound those players into the ground and crush them. I'd say give no quarter, give no mercy. If someone goes down, he's going to finish that character before moving on to the next. Make sure you set it up in a way that your players know that this is a dangerous encounter and that this enemy is not to be, trifled with, that it is very dangerous, and if they don't play their cards right, there could be some characters lost in this encounter. He deals, static damage just by being near them, cold damage. So try and get as close as you can. I would think that he's rather aware of magic, and perhaps because of the curse that's been placed on him, maybe he is, vengeful against spellcasters. So I could see him being intelligent enough to try and take out anybody who tries to use magic on him. But really, he just wants to punish everybody. He is vengeful, he's angry and bitter, and he does not like anybody trespassing on his land. So he is going to try and crush the players and kill them. I think that makes the stakes higher. I think that makes it fun. And especially once he starts landing some of those heavy shots, I think they should instantly know, oh, we're in trouble. If anything, it's best if he can close distance before the encounter starts. Don't give them a chance to run away. Try and put them in a position where maybe he can corner them, something like that. That's going to be where he's most effective. Let me know what you guys think of DoranDaer, the Suffering Death Prince, and how you would use him in your game. If you do run him, come back, comment on the video, let me know how it goes for you and your table, if they survive, if they lose anybody, how it all goes. I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these lore videos. I know they're a little different from some of the other content I create. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy them. If you did enjoy the video, please like it, hit subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment, that really helps get the video to more people, and click the share button, that'd be wonderful. But thank you. If you enjoy these encounter lore videos, let me know, and I'd love to make some more. But thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep building.